after solving that a and b, after getting that a and b. But 1 by x minus y is equal to a. So that's why 1 by x minus y is equal to, what is a? 1 by 5. Again by cross multiply, x minus y is equal to 5. Again call it as equation number 5. And 1 by x plus y is equal to b. So 1 by x plus y is equal to b means, again what is b here? B is 1 by 11. So that's why 1 by x plus y is equal to 1 by 11. Again by cross multiply, x plus y into 1, x plus y is equal to 11. Call it as equation number 6. Again by solving 5 and 6, it is easy to get the values of x and y. Then only that required solution. Now again that solving 5 and 6. Solving 5 and 6 equations. Again you have to solve that 5 and 6 equations. What is equation 5 here? X minus y is equal to 5. What is equation 6 here? X plus y is equal to 11. Now solving, shall I rub this? Again see. Again see, solving 5 and 6. What is 5? X minus y is equal to 5. What is 6? X plus y is equal to 11. Now add these two, minus y plus y gets cancelled. X plus x, 2x is equal to 11 plus y is 16. So that implies x is equal to 16 by 2, 2 8 times, that implies x is equal to 8. Now 5 implies, x means 8 minus y is equal to 5. 8 minus 5 is equal to y. 3 is equal to y. Therefore, y is equal to 3. X is equal to 8. So, after getting that x and y, x is equal to 3, y is equal to 5. So, y is equal to, x is equal to 5, y is equal to 3. So, that means x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 3. Substitute, what is x? Let the speed of the boat in still water is, x means how much? 8 kmph. And the speed of the stream is 3 kmph. So that is the required solution. So you must write that inference. Therefore the speed of the boat in still water is equal to, x means 8 kmph, and the speed of the stream is equal to 3 kmph. So those are the solutions. Next. Okay, see that second problem. Rahim travels 600 kilometers to his home partly by train and partly by car. He takes 8 hours if he travels 120 kilometers by train and rest by car. That means remaining journey by car. He takes 20 minutes more if he travels 200 kilometers by train and rest by car. Find the speed of the train and the car. So this already, it is very easy. Best try to understand the problem. Then what are the tricks here? According to that, you have to elaborate the problem so that it is easy to get the solution. See, first distance travelled by Rahim, total distance travelled is equal to how much? 600 kilometers. And after that, what is given? Speed of the train and speed of the car. Therefore, first let the speed of the train, let the speed of the train be x kmph, and the speed of the car be y kmph. Let the speed of the car be y kmph. Next, see that after that, time taken to travel 120 kilometers by train. 120 kilometers by train. So time taken to travel 120 kilometers. Time taken to travel first 120 kilometers, that is by 120 kilometers by train. By train is equals to distance traveled, distance by 120 by speed, distance by speed in the previous model. Time is equal to, why? Because distance is equal to speed into time. Time is equal to distance by speed. Distance is 120 by speed is here x. Okay, that is 120 by x. Hours, 120 by x hours. Next, what is that given? time taken to travel by car. So time taken to travel by car. Car means already distance traveled, Rahim, 600 kilometers. By car means 600 minus 120. What is 600 minus 120? 480 kilometers. So that's why by car 480 kilometers is equal to 480 by car. Distance is y. 480 by y hours. 480 by y hours. Why 480? Already Rahim traveled 600 kilometers. By train over, that is 120 kilometers. Then the rest is car. So that means rest means 600 minus 120, 480 kilometers by car. So that's why with respect to car, that is time is equal to 480 by hours. Now by the problem, the total time taken by the car and train given by the problem is equal to how many hours given? That is 8 hours. So by the problem, total time given, total time taken to travel both train and car is equal to 120 by x plus 480 by y is equal to how many hours? 8 hours. That is, call it as equation number 1. 8 means call it as equation number 1. So this is a total problem for case 1, first case. And now next, second way. Second way, once again by the problem given, time taken to travel again 200 kilometers by train. So time taken by travel, this is second one, this is the part 1 and part 2. Time taken to travel 200 kilometers by train. 200 kilometers by train is equals to 200 by same distance by time, 200 by x. And again that problem given, this is important, total time taken to travel by car. By car means that is how much given? By car, that means rest of it. That means total time, that means time taken to travel by car is equal to 600 minus 200, which is equal to 400 kilometers by car is equal to 400 by y. 400 by y. Next, here step is important. Total time taken here is equal to next. He takes 20 minutes more. 20 minutes more means already 8 hours time. No, 8 hours time means including that 8 hours. So 20 minutes more means total time is equal to 8 hours plus 20 minutes. So again that minutes can be changed into hours divided by 60. So that means total time taken. This is part 2, children. So total time taken by the problem. Total time taken means that the sum is equal to 8 hours more. So that means 8 hours, that means 20 minutes more. 8 hour 20 minutes. 8 hour 20 minutes means 8 into 20 minutes can be changed into hours, 20 by 60. 21s are 23s are. So which is equal to 8 1 by 3 hours. What is that? 8 1 by 3 hours. Now how to make that equation to total time taken is equal to 8 1 by 3. So that's why 200 by x plus 400 by y is equal to 8 1 by 3. So 200 by x plus 400 by y is equal 8 1 by 3 means 8 3s are 24 plus 1 25 by 3. Now this call it as equation number 2. We have to convert this afterwards. Equation number 2. Now let us do the problem. After simplifying that, then only it is easy to do. So write down up to this. Once again, let the speed of the train be x kmph and the speed of the car be y kmph. Therefore, time taken to travel by train 120 kilometers is equal to distance by speed, that is 120 by x hours. Time taken to travel by car, here by car Rest journey is a car. So that means 600, total distance is 600 he covered. 600 minus 120 is 480 kilometers by car. So that's why 480 by y hours. Now by the problem, total time given is equal to 8 hours for first case. So that's why 120 by x plus 480 by y is equal to 8. Call it as equation number 1. Next, time taken to travel, second part. Time taken to travel 200 kilometers by train, that is 200 by x. And time taken to travel rest is car. So 600 minus 200 is equal to 400 kilometers by car, that is 400 by y. So total by the problem, he travels 20 minutes more. So that means you have to include that 8 hours. So that means 8 hours 20 minutes. So 8 into, here our first problem is 8 hours now. So second equation also will be in hours. So here 20 minutes can be changed into hours. 20 by 60 divides with 60. 20 ones are 23s are. So 8 1 by 3 hours. 8 1 by 3 means 25 by 3. Call it as equation number 2. Now see that 1 and 2. So please note down this. Okay. After this, what is equation 1? Once again you write 120 by, better you write here 120 by x. 120 by x means here let 1 by x is equal to a and 1 by y is equal to b. 1 by x is equal to a, 1 by y is equal to b. Now equation 1 becomes what? 120 by x means 120 into 1 by x. So 120 into 1 by x means a plus 480 y means 480 into 1 by y, that is 480 b is equal to 8. Now call it as equation number 3. Now next, write that equation 4. What is that? 200 into 1 by x, that is 200a plus 400 into y by y. So that is 400b is equal to 25 by 3. 25 by 3 is called it as equation number 4. That is 25 by 3. Now equation 4, just you turn that equation 4. Don't write directly equation 4. 3 is multiplied with here 3 into 200, that is 600a plus 3 into 400, that is 1200b is equal to 25. Now then only call it as equation number 4. Very simple. 3 is cross multiplied. So that's why 3 into 200, 600a plus 3 into 400, 1200b is equal to 25. Call it as equation number 4. Now solving 3 and 4. Solving 3 and 4. Now solving 3 and 4. Equation 3 is just multiply with, here it is 120, it is 600. So 120 into 5, 5 is 60 means 120 into 5, 600. Equation 3 is multiply with 5, 5 into 120, 600a plus 5 into 480, 0, 5 8s are 40, 5 4s are 20 plus 4, 24, 2400. B is equal to 5 8s are 40. Now equation 4 directly you write 600a plus 1200b is equal to 25. So these problems, be careful children, try to understand the problem. Now subtract minus minus minus. 600a, 600a gets cancelled. 2400 minus 1200, again 1200. So 1200b is equal 40 minus 25, 15. 40 minus 25, 15. Therefore b is equal to 15 by 1200. So 15 ones are 15, 15 8s are 120, 0. That implies b is equal to 1 by 80. b is equal to 1 by 80. Now next, substitute in equation 3. 3 implies 120a plus 480b. So 480 into b means 1 by 80 is equal to 8. Is equal to 8. So 0 0 cancel, 8 1s are 8 6s are. So that implies 120a plus 6 is equal to 8. 120a is equal to 8 minus 6, which is equal to 2. So that implies 120A is equal to 2, implies A is equal to 2 by 120, that is 60. That implies A is equal to 1 by 60. A is equal to 1 by 60. So A is 1 by 60 and B is 1 by 80. Now after that, don't leave the problem, children. After that you see, okay, A is equal to 1 by 60. Again A is what? 1 by x. So 1 by x is equal to 1 by 60. For a cross multiply implies x is equal to 60. X is equal to 60. X is equal to 60 kmph. Again that 1 by y is equal to b. That is 1 by y is equal to 1 by 80. By cross multiply y is equal to 80 kmph. 80 kmph. So that means x is what? Speed of the train. Therefore the speed of the train is 60 kilometers per hour and the speed of the car is 80 kilometers per hour. So this is the way to do the problem. Therefore the speed of the train is 60 kilometers per hour and the speed of the car is 80 kilometers per hour. So this is the way, and see that step by step it is easy to do the problem. So that's why in the previous problem, in this problem, the two parts given. Again, you both, that means one part you have to change it into equation, another part also equation. The total two equations can be changed into reducible into linear equations. By solving those two linear equations, it is easy to get the values of x and y. So that is x and y. Therefore x is speed of the train, that is 60 kilometers, and y is speed of the car, that is 80 kilometers per hour. Okay children, so this is right. And now next, last and final problem 3. Okay, see that 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by 1 woman alone and 1 man alone to finish the work. Okay, see the problem. Again this problem also converted into, that means 2 equation, that means 2 parts. So first of all, see the third problem. What is that? This problem, women and men together embroidery work. Let the time taken by 1 woman alone to finish the work be x days, and the time taken alone to finish the work by man be y days. So that's why you write on that. Let the time taken by 1 woman to finish the work, to finish the embroidery work, to finish the work be x days, and the time taken by 1 man alone to finish the work, 1 woman alone to finish the work be x days, and 1 man alone to finish the work be y days. These two are important. Okay, so better you keep the point alone can do x days. Here alone can, 1 woman alone, better you write 1 woman alone can do, and 1 man alone can do to finish the work be y days. Next, see the problem. To finish the work done by 1 woman in 1 day is equal to 1 by x, that you know. So work done by 1 woman in 1 day is equal to 1 by x, that already you know. Work done by 1 woman in 1 day. Same work done by 1 man in 1 day. Work done by 1 man in 1 day is equal to 1 by y, that you know. Next, by the problem you see, work done by 2 women. First part is given, work done by 2 women and 5 men. So work done by 2 women is equal to, so work done by 2 women is equal to 2 by x. So what is the problem? 2 women and 5 men. So work done by 5 men is equal to 5 by Y. Work done by 5 men is equal to 5 by in 1 day. Both in 1 day. 2 by X divided per man, that is 1 day, that is 5 by Y. But 2 women and 5 men can together finish the work in how many days? 4 days. So that's why finish the work in 4 days. So that's why 4 of 2 by X plus 5 by Y is equal to 1. Why it is equal to 1? Actually total, that means finish the work in 4 days means for 2 women for 2 days, that means 2 by X. For 5 men 5 by Y. So total work together is equal to, actually that is 1 by 4. 4 days means 1 by 4. That means 4 of 2 by X plus 5 by Y is equal to 1. Now 4 2s are 8 by X plus 4 5s are 20 by Y is equal to 1. Call it as equation number 1. So this total comes under part 1. Part 1. Next we will go for part 2. How to go for part 2? Next, work done by 3 women. Next one, 3 women and 6 men. Work done by, now we are going to part 2. Work done by 3 women is equal to 3 by X. Work done by 3 women. Second part, work done by 3 women in 1 day is equal to 3 by X. Next, by the problem 3 women and 6 men. Same work done by 6 men is equal to 6 by Y. Again that problem given, 3 women can finish it in 3 days. So that's why 3 women and 6 men can finish the work in 3 days. So that means 3 days means 3 of 3 by X plus 6 by Y, of course, is equal to 1. 3 days means that is actually 1 by 3. For cross multiply, 3 of 3 by X plus 6 by Y is equal to 1. For 4 days, 4 of 2 by X plus 5 by Y. So for 3 days, 3 of 3 by X plus 6 by Y is equal to 1. So 3 3s are 9 by X plus 3 6s are 18 by Y is equal to 1. Call it as equation number 2. 9 by X plus 18 by Y is equal to 1. Now, next go for part 1, part 2 over. Next you go for same. Let 1 by X is equal to A. Already so many cases A and B. Better 1 by X is equal to some P and 1 by Y is equal to some Q. 1 by Y is equal to some Q. Now we have to do the problem by P and Q. Now equation 1 becomes what? 1 implies 8 by X means 8 into 1 by X, that is 8P plus 20 into 1 by Y, that is 20Q is equal to 1. Call it as 1 2 over now equation number 3. Next, second equation 2 implies 9 into 1 by X, that is 9P plus 18 into 1 by Y, that is 18Q is equal to 1. Call it as equation number 4. Now solving 3 and 4. Solving 3 and 4 equations. Solving 3 and 4. Now equation 3 is, that means coefficients of P, coefficients of 2, Q, that means not equal. So that's why equation 3 is multiplied with 9. 9 8s are 72P, 9 20s 180Q is equal to 9 1s are 9. Next equation 4, that is 9 is multiplied with 8. So that means 8 9s are 72P plus 18 8s are 144. 18 8s are 144Q is equal to, here 9 1s are 9, here 8 1s are 8. Now solve. Now solve means here you subtract that. Subtract means change the symbols. Minus, minus, minus. 72P, 72P cancel. 180 minus 144. So that means that is a 36Q. 36Q is equal to 9 minus 8, 1. So that implies Q is equal to 1 by 36. Q is equal to 1 by 36. Now 3 implies, what is 3 children? 8P plus 20Q. 20Q means 1 by 36 is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. So 20 q, that means q is 1 by 36 is equal to 1. Now let us take that 20 means here 4 nines are 36, 4 fives are 20. So 8p plus 5 by 9 is equal to 1. 5 by 9 is equal to 1. So that means once again you see that that is 9, 1, 9 minus 8 is 1, 36 q is equal to 1, so q is equal to 1 by 36. After getting that, how to get the value of p? So 8p plus 20 into q means 20 into 1 by 36 is equal to 1. So 8p plus 5 by 9 is equal to 1. 8p is equal to 1 minus 5 by 9. 8p is equal to 9 minus 5 by 9. 9 minus 5, which is equal to 4 by 9. So that implies 8p is equal to 4 by 9. Now by cross multiply, 8 9s are 72p is equal to 4. P is equal to 4 by 72. So that means 4 1s are 4 18s are. So that implies P is equal to 1 by 18. P is equal to 1 by 18. Did you all understand, children? So 8p plus 20 into 1 by 36 is equal to 1. 8p plus 5 by 9 is equal to 1. 8p is equal to 1 minus 5 by 9. So that 8p is equal to, taking LCM 9, 9 minus 5, that is equal to 4 by 9. So that 8p is equal to 4 by 9. By cross multiply, 8 9s are 72p is equal to 4. That implies p is equal to 4 by 72, that is 1 by 18. So that implies p is equal to 1 by 18. Now again that, what is p? 1 by x. Therefore 1 by x is equal to p means 1 by 18. By cross multiply implies x is equal to 18. X is equal to 18. Next, same 1 by y is equal to q. So 1 by y is equal to q means here q how much? 1 by 36. Now by cross multiply, that implies y is equal to 36. So x means what? The time taken by one woman alone to finish the work means how many days? 18 days. And the time taken by one man alone can finish the work is 36 days. So one woman finish the work in 18 days and one man can finish the work in 36 days. So this is the problem. So this is the way to do the problems. Again, these second section, these three problems you do again, that is assignment for paper 1 today. Today assignment is again these three problems again you do, children. Okay, children. So thank you for this opportunity, and next we will continue that paper 2 for Kishore sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.